When I think about why, I think about choices. And when I think about choices, I think that they're mainly based on two factors in my life: things that I chose and things that were chosen for me. I started my professional career in workforce development. I wrote grants and helped develop training to help individuals improve their lives and those of their families. Seeing someone with limited education or skills develop not only into getting a job, but establishing a career was extremely gratifying. But that wasn't my destiny. On April 25th, 2002, my life changed forever. I started to experience severe pain, the type of pain that when you ask on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have definitely said 20. I knew something was really wrong, and I had to get to the emergency room as soon as possible. My blood pressure was 240 over 180, and I was on the verge of suffering a stroke. I discovered that day that I had zero kidney function and would start dialysis the next day. And I did dialysis for over 7.5 years. I did every type of dialysis available, starting with peritoneal, where a tube is inserted in my abdomen and fluid is circulated to accumulate and extract the waste in my blood. After contracting Pseudomonas, which is normally a fatal infection, I had most of my intestine removed and lived with a colostomy bag for several months until it could be reconnected through surgery. Then I began hemodialysis. I actually stuck needles in my own arms 4 days a week for over 2 years. Then one day I received the call I'd been waiting for years for. A kidney was available. I received a transplant, but 2 days later, I was at home, and the next thing I remember was waking up in an ICU with a tube down my throat, reaching into my stomach after being in a coma for weeks. My transplant kidney had been tested, but they didn't detect the infection that nearly killed me. I spent months in rehab learning to walk and talk again. Having been near death for a second time, I felt I had a responsibility to use my third chance at life to the fullest. When I was in dialysis, I had a social worker who had a kidney transplant herself. She really helped me, and I dedicated myself to helping others as she had done for me. I felt I had a debt to repay. That is why I pledged to pay my debt and continue to live by helping others not only be alive, but to truly live. As I work with individuals with ailments and chronic conditions, I can remember being in that place. I still have and forever will have a chronic condition. However, I don't have to live like I do. That was the beginning of my coaching career. I think about coaching from a holistic approach, and I've adopted the eight dimensions of wellness in my coaching practice. I deal with emotional wellness, environmental wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, occupational wellness, physical wellness, social wellness, and spiritual wellness. So when I was looking for a career changing opportunity, I found only one organization with the lineage and respect that went above and beyond. Southwestern Consulting is the epitome of what all professional development organizations should aspire to be. As I embark on trying to establish a career with Southwestern Consulting, I hope my holistic approach to living and not just being alive will provide a basis for improving others. I look forward to emulating Southwestern Consulting's excellent leadership so I may give that to others someday. We have an organization with an ethical compass to guide anyone to their proper destination.